Hey friends, you ever sit back and wonder, like really wonder, what you'd say to your younger self if you got the chance? I think about that all the time. Like, if I could sit across from the younger me, maybe 16, 17 years old, just trying to figure out life, I wouldn't come at her all tough or act like I know it all now. I'd sit beside her, just quiet for a second, and I'd say, "Hey, I know you're scared. I know you smile a lot, laugh with your friends, act like you got it all together. But inside, you're carrying so much you don't talk about." I tell her, it's okay to not have it figured out. Because back then, I thought every little mistake meant the end of the world. I thought one wrong move and boom, life's ruined. But nah, girl, life ain't some straight road. It's messy. It's loud. It's quiet. It's beautiful and painful all at once. And I'd tell her, stop being so hard on yourself. You're doing your best with what you know. And that's enough. I tell her not everyone's gonna understand your heart. Some people gonna leave. Some gonna hurt you. And yeah, it's gonna sting real bad sometimes. But don't let that harden you. Stay soft. Stay kind. That heart of yours. It's your superpower. And I'd say, look, stop stressing about being perfect. Nobody's perfect. Not them girls at school. Not them influencers online. Not even the people you look up to. They all got their own mess, their own fears. You just don't see it. And I'd remind her to breathe. Like really breathe. Step outside. Feel the sun. Listen to the wind. Let the world hold you for a minute when it gets too heavy. And you know what else? I'd tell her, you're gonna get through stuff you never thought you could. Those nights you cry quietly in the dark. You'll survive them. That moment you thought would break you forever. You'll grow from it. But most of all, I'd tell her to stop living in all the what-ifs and maybes. Like, what if I mess up? What if they don't like me? What if I fail? Yo, what if you fly instead? What if things go right? What if that door that closes just makes space for one that opens up even wider? We live too much in the what-ifs and not enough in the right now. And the right now, that's where life's really at. I'd say, don't waste today worrying about tomorrow's maybe. Because tomorrow will come with its own answers. And guess what? You'll handle it when it does. I tell her to call her mom more. Hug her people tight. Say sorry when she messes up. Say, I love you even when it's awkward. 'Cause when time flies. And the people we think will always be there. Sometimes they won't. And I'd remind her to choose peace over proving herself. You ain't gotta convince nobody of your worth. You ain't gotta fit in where you don't belong. Just be real. Be you. The right people gonna see it, and the wrong ones, they don't matter. And yeah, I'd tell her to chase her dreams, but also to rest. 'Cause burnout ain't a badge of honor. You ain't gotta hustle yourself into the ground to be worthy. And maybe I'd lean in a little and say, you don't have to be so strong all the time. It's okay to cry. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to feel lost sometimes. That's part of being human. And if she looked at me with that confused little smile, not really believing I made it out okay, I'd laugh a little, maybe get a bit choked up and say, you're gonna be alright. You're gonna fall, yeah. But you're gonna rise stronger than ever. And the woman you become, girl, you're gonna be proud. So yeah, if you're listening to this right now and you're in that place, wondering about the what-ifs, scared of the maybes, feeling like you're stuck, I just wanna say this. You're not alone. You're not broken. And you're not behind. You're growing. You're learning. You're living. Take a deep breath. Give yourself grace. And keep going. You got this, friend. We all do. One step, one breath, one day at a time. Hey friends. Let me talk to you for a minute, real talk. Just from one heart to another. You know how we always show love to everybody else. Like we're the first to cheer someone on, the first to lift them up when they're down, the first to say, "Yo, you got this." But when it comes to us, we don't give ourselves that same energy. We beat ourselves up over the tiniest things. We talk to ourselves in ways we'd never talk to someone we love. And that right there, that's the real problem. We gotta learn to be kind to ourselves too. Self-compassion ain't some soft, cheesy thing. Nah, it's strength. It's choosing to say, "Hey, I messed up, but I'm still worthy. I still deserve love. I still deserve peace." That inner voice matters. If all you ever hear in your head is how you're not good enough, not smart enough, not doing enough, you start to believe it. So flip the script. Talk to yourself like you would to your best friend. Like, "Yeah, I'm struggling right now, but I'm trying." And that's enough. That's how we grow. That's how we heal. Not by tearing ourselves down, but by lifting ourselves up. And yo, speaking of struggles, can we talk about failure for a sec? We treat failure like it's some kind of death sentence. Like if we mess up, it means we're not cut out for this. But failure, man, it's part of the process. Teaches you things success never could. Every time you fall flat on your face, it's a lesson. A chance to get back up, wipe the dust off and say, "All right, that didn't work. Now I know better." Think about it. Nobody who ever did something big in life got there without falling a bunch of times. They just didn't quit. That's the difference. You know what's wild? Some of the best things in life come right after you thought you were done. Like you hit rock bottom and then boom, you find your strength. You find your why. You stop doing things for other people's approval and start doing it for you. That's the beauty in failure. It strips away the noise and shows you what really matters. So if you're in a season where nothing's going right and you feel like you're just failing left and right, breathe. You're learning. You're growing. And it's okay to not have it all together. Now let me tell you something that changed the game for me. Living in the present. We spend so much time stuck in the past, regretting stuff we can't change, replaying old mistakes like we're gonna edit the ending. Or we're stressing about the future, thinking 10 steps ahead, planning for things that might not even happen. But what about now? This breath, this moment, this day. It's all we really have. The past, it's gone. The future, it ain't promised. But this moment, this one right here, it's real. And if we keep missing it, we're gonna miss our whole life. When you slow down and just be in the moment, it's crazy how much peace you can find. Like, take a second to notice how your coffee smells in the morning. Feel the sun on your skin. Listen to the sound of the wind or your favorite song or even your own heartbeat. That's life. Not the to-do list. Not the chase. Not the stress. Right now. And yo, when you start living like that, present, mindful, grateful, it changes everything. You start to feel more alive. More in tune. More grounded. You stop beating yourself up over the past. And you stop fearing what's next. You just live. And isn't that the point? So friend, if nobody's told you today, let me be the one. You're doing better than you think. It's okay to not be perfect. It's okay to need rest. It's okay to start over. Be kind to yourself. Let yourself learn. And most importantly, be here. Right here. Right now. The past don't define you. The future can wait. But today is yours. You got this. And I'm proud of you. Hey friends, let me tell you something real quick that life keeps showing me over and over. People who make it through the hardest stuff, they ain't always the strongest, the smartest, or the most talented. They're the ones who don't quit. They're the ones who fall down, get up, wipe their face, and keep moving like, yeah, that hurt, but I'm still here. That's resilience. Life's gonna knock you around. You'll get hit with stuff you never saw coming. Heartbreak, disappointment, failure, loss. And yeah, it's gonna hurt. But resilience, that's what helps you bounce back. It ain't about pretending everything's fine. It's about knowing that even when everything's not fine, you're still gonna show up for yourself. Still gonna take that next step. Still gonna believe there's something good ahead, even if you can't see it yet. Resilience don't mean you never cry. Means you cry and keep going. You fall and rise. You get knocked down 10 times and you stand up 11. And the wild thing is, every time you bounce back, you build more strength, more grit, more faith in yourself. Like, dang, if I got through that, I can get through anything. So if you're in a storm right now and it feels like everything's crashing, breathe. This ain't the end. You're building something inside you that can't be shaken. And while we're talking about making it through tough times, let's talk about people. Because relationships, they matter. Like really matter. You don't gotta have a million friends or some perfect love story. But you do need those people. The ones who see you on your worst day and love you anyway. The ones who listen when your heart's heavy. The ones who laugh with you till your stomach hurts and sit with you when all you can do is cry. We weren't meant to do this life thing alone. We need connection. We need love. We need support. And it's not just about receiving that love either, it's about giving it too. Be that person who checks in. Who shows up. Who says, I'm here, even when they don't have the right words. Relationships, when they're real and healthy, they give you life. They remind you that you're not alone. That you're loved. That you matter. So don't take the good ones for granted. Send that text. Make that call. Say thank you, say I'm sorry. Say I love you. Little things go a long way. Now look, before I go, let me drop this last gem on you. Curiosity. Don't lose it. Ever. This world's got so much to offer. So much to learn, to see, to feel. But sometimes we get so caught up in the routine, in the stress, in the grown-up stuff, that we forget how to wonder. Like, when was the last time you asked why? Just for the fun of it. Or tried something new just to see what it'd be like. Or looked up at the sky and just felt awe. Curiosity is what keeps you growing. It's what leads to new paths, new ideas, new dreams. It's questions. Try new things. Explore. Even if you're scared. Even if you might fail. Do it anyway. Curiosity ain't just for kids. It's for you right now. It reminds you that life ain't something you just survive. It's something you experience. So friend, be resilient. Get back up when life knocks you down. Be open. Love hard and let people love you. And stay curious. Don't let this world make you numb or bitter. Let it make you wonder. You're not done growing. You're not done discovering. There's more out there for you. So much more. Keep your heart open. Keep your circle solid. And keep going. You got this. And I'm right here cheering you on. Hey friends. You ever sit back and just think about time? Like really think about it. When we're young, man, time feels endless. Like we got all the hours in the world to figure stuff out, chase dreams, fix mistakes. Days feel long, summers feel like forever, and everything seems so far away. But then one day, boom, you blink and you're grown. Life starts moving quicker, months feel like weeks, years pass like nothing. And suddenly you're not thinking about someday anymore. You're thinking about right now. What really matters. Who you're becoming. It's wild how that shift happens. The older we get, the more we realize. Time is the one thing we can't get back. We waste so much of it worrying, overthinking, trying to please people who don't even care, stressing over stuff that won't matter 5 years from now. Truth is, when you start valuing your time, your priorities change. You stop entertaining drama. You stop explaining yourself to folks who don't want to understand you. You start focusing on peace, on purpose, on people who truly matter. You start asking, am I living in a way that actually means something to me? And if not, it's never too late to shift. Time's precious. But as long as you're breathing, you got a chance to make it count. And speaking of making life count, let's talk about forgiveness. I know. That one's tough. 'Cause some of y'all been hurt deep. Somebody betrayed you, disrespected you, left you when you needed most. And that pain, it's real. But holding on to that hurt, that don't punish them, it punishes you. It's like drinking poison and hoping the other person gets sick. Forgiveness ain't about saying what they did was okay. It's about saying, I'm not letting this pain control me anymore. And it's not just about forgiving others. Sometimes the hardest person to forgive is yourself. We hold on to shame, guilt, regret, stuff we can't change now. But friend, you can't grow if you keep beating yourself up over the past. You did what you did with what you knew back then. You made choices, you learned. Now it's time to let go. Free yourself. Forgiveness opens the door to peace, to healing, to freedom. And once you start clearing out all that heaviness, you know what creeps in. Gratitude. Man, gratitude changes the whole way you see life. It don't mean everything's perfect. It just means you choose to focus on what is good. Even on a hard day. You woke up. That's a blessing. You got someone who cares about you. That's a blessing. You got food, breath in your lungs, a sky above your head. That's love. When you practice gratitude, even in the small stuff, you start seeing life different. You stop needing big wins to feel joy. You find it in the little moments. Good laugh. A warm drink. A hug that hits deep. A song that brings back memories. Gratitude don't change what's happening around you. It changes what's happening inside you. Makes you softer. More present. Less bitter, more grounded. So look, time's flying. Don't waste it on stuff that steals your peace. Forgive for real. Others, but yourself too. And stay thankful. Not just for the big wins, but for every little thing that makes this life beautiful in its own messy way. You got one life. Make it full of meaning. Full of healing. full of love. I'm proud of you, friend. Keep growing. Keep showing up. And keep making your time here count. Alright friends, let's wrap this up for real. We've talked about some deep stuff today, real soul food type of things. We touched on time and how it moves fast, faster than we think. How we gotta stop wasting it on things that don't serve us, and start living in a way that lines up with our real values. Not the noise, not the pressure, but what actually makes us feel alive. We talked about forgiveness. How holding on to pain just holds us back. Letting go. That's how we heal. That's how we move forward. It don't mean forgetting, it means choosing peace over pain. And let's not forget forgiving ourselves too. 'Cause you can't grow if you keep punishing yourself for the old version of you. And gratitude. Man, that one's a game changer. When you start appreciating the small stuff like the breath you're taking, the people in your life, the lessons you've learned, you start realizing life's got beauty even in the chaos. Gratitude don't mean life's perfect. It just means your heart's open to the good that's already here. So here's the real talk. Life's short. Time's moving. People come and go. But you get to decide how you live. What kind of energy you bring. What kind of love you give. What kind of legacy you leave. So ask yourself, what really matters to you? Like, take a moment and really sit with it. And I'll leave you with this. If you could sit across from your younger self, look her in the eyes, what would you say? Or better yet, if someone just starting their journey came to you for advice, what would you tell him? That answer right there. That's your wisdom. That's your truth. That's your power. Think about it. Hold on to it. And keep showing up like the strong, growing, glowing soul you are. Love you, friend. You got this. Keep going.